Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo. Good to see you. Just adjusting the music here. Hope you guys are doing well. It is 10:30 in Arizona. I know a little bit later in the afternoon on the East Coast, but excited to have you guys on. Welcome to Morning Momentum. This is Virtual REI Rundown day number 20. We're talking about admin stuff this week. So leading up to this point, guys, trying to set up your business. If you're trying to get into real estate, trying to get your first deal, or you already done a couple deals, how do you do this virtually? Can you do it over the phone? That's the greatest part about this business. You can buy properties nationwide from your couch, and that's what we're talking about this week. That's what we're talking about leading up to this point. This is day number 20. So the 4 parts of your business, again, guys, is your first time: lead gen, acquisition, disposition, admin. We are at the point in this series where we're talking about admin. What's up, guys, on Instagram? Thank you for coming in. As you join, throw up a peace sign, throw up a rock on sign, whatever. Just want to see you guys there interacting. Excited to have you. So today we are talking about taking that next step. And I didn't realize my audio sucked yesterday, so hopefully you guys can hear me more clear today. So I'm excited to be back. We just flew back in from Miami, coming from a mastermind, and just reminder of like how cool the shit that we get to do every single day. How cool is this, man? There's so many people. There's so many different ways to make money, and just interesting to see like all these different industries and people making money and, marketing and selling actual products. And just like, dude, I'm so grateful to be in the business that we're in, because like we're building generational wealth through great investments, something that no one can take away from you, right? Buying properties, holding them. That's kind of the idea. Buy them, hold them forever. And I think if you're in real estate investing, creating this business that we're talking about and doing this virtual REI thing, it's doing wholesaling to start making some cash. Like who needs more money in their life right now, right? Who needs more money to get that freedom to be able to do what you want when you want, not really look at the price tag, just do what you want to do? That's cool, man, right? But the money allows you to move to the next level. If you don't move to the next level, you're just going to have a high paying job forever. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be in this business forever. I don't want to be working and operating every single day, always. I want to be able to do the things I want to do, right? We get in it for the freedom, but then we just chasing the money. And Cody talks about all the time. You're just on this hamster wheel of just chasing deals, right? But you got in this business, and I think real estate is the best business in the world because you're creating wealth for your family forever, right? Not just you, but you're setting up a legacy for those that come after you, right? And even if you don't want kids, right, you're creating amazing opportunities for your team so they can support their family, and just so on and so forth. But being able to acquire properties at a discount will always be a thing. Doesn't matter if wholesaling comes and goes, doesn't matter. What that looks like in 10 years, who knows? But if you're able to talk to people and find good opportunities in the real estate world, there will always be a place for you, right? And the idea is to eventually be able to take those down, make some money so you can invest in real estate and you can hold these assets, right? And you can set yourself up for, even if, no matter what age you're in, by the time you get to a point where you have some real assets, your cash flow can replace everything in your life. I think that's the goal for a lot of people. I know it is for me. I know me personally, if I can get to, passive cash flow from real estate rentals at, at least $10,000 a month, my life will be completely set up, right? So who wants $10,000 a month in cash flow from an asset, not selling something, not your business making X amount of money per month, because you're always having to operate that business. But if you buy real estate and hold, you get to a point where your near net cash flow is supporting your life, supporting your basic expenses. From that point, you're truly free. So hopefully, if you don't get anything else from these videos, you find that if you can do this effectively, you can get to that point where you can retire yourself and be really free just from passive income, right? Who wants to have passive income that can pay for their life? That means everything on top of that is just extra, right? To get to the point where everything on top of it is paying for the little things in life, going on vacations and not having to worry, knowing that you're going to have money coming in without you physically having to operate your business. That's pretty damn cool. So up to this point, this is day number 20, talking about admin stuff. Yesterday, I told you guys to write down 5 things that are not serving you, that isn't moving you forward in your life. Doesn't have to be business, can be personal, anything. But since this is the virtual REI rundown, we're talking about admin stuff. Typically, those 5 things, if you're operating this business, it's going to have a lot to do with your real estate business. You're doing things that isn't moving the needle in your business. You're doing things that isn't necessarily bringing in income, but it has to be done, right? It's not like you can just abdicate it and say, nope, just not doing it anymore. The rest of the business wouldn't work. So typically when it comes to real estate, those things, one of your biggest time sucking things as you build this out, especially in virtual, is managing tools, right? We have to be able to reach our clients. We have to be able to reach prospects. And typically prospecting in this business, to keep it cost effective, is done over the phone, right? It's sending SMSs, sending texts, and then also calling people, cold calling and SMS. That is huge, right? You need to have leads. You need opportunities. We talked about that in the lead gen section, but managing those tools take a lot of time, but that has to be done. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by managing your tools? Your dialer, for example. If you guys go back and watch my Unstuck Your Business, Crucial Tools Part 3, you'll see how we set up our dialer, but you can also see the things that we care about and how they have to be monitored every single day. We look at our live agent report. We care about our available time on the dialer. What the hell is available time? Available time is the time it takes between calls that your virtual assistant or you are not talking to anybody. So they're just ring, 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 voicemail, ring, 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 voicemail, ring, 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 voicemail, ring, 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 abandoned, ring, 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 deadline, right? There's a lot of people who don't understand that. And if your available time goes over 3.5 minutes, then that's a red flag. That means for 3.5 minutes, your virtual assistant isn't talking to anybody, right? So how can they be accountable to getting leads? Or how can you be accountable to getting leads? Like, how am I supposed to get 2 to 3 leads a day from cold calling if I'm not talking to anybody? I'm sitting on the dialer on avail, right? Means on available time, I'm not talking to anyone. So those have to be tracked real time. And if you're a business owner and you don't have a VA to track these things, that is an admin task that has to be done, especially if you want results. A lot of people, why isn't cold calling working for me? Are you tracking your available time? The other thing is the post call time. After you talk to somebody, hang up, you're taking your notes. Like, how long is that average avail time? We know from tracking our KPIs, 45 seconds is our ideal post call time. If it goes above that, then maybe we need to have a conversation with a VA. But we don't want to just spend 6 hours on the dialer. And if we have a lot of a post call time, then again, we're not talking to anybody. Guys, look, this whole business comes down to talking to people. Okay. You heard this before. If we're not having conversations, then we can't have the results we want. So we care about these things, and it takes time. And if it was me, because it was me for a very long time, it took me away from going on seller appointments because that's what I was good at. I was good at talking to people and getting contracts, right? Now I serve a different role in the business. Doesn't mean that I'm any less valuable, but I've found ways to end up delegating these things out. So I knew right away that if I'm responsible for checking the dialer, checking the tools, making sure we have good phone numbers, making sure our text campaigns are going out, that is taking me away from doing what I need to do. And what would end up happening was, maybe you guys can relate to this, is I would go on appointments, I would go talk to sellers, and I remember just, okay, that's my thing. Okay, I need to go generate revenue. I'd get in the car, I go, hey, I got an appointment with, such and such today. I'd be in the living room with someone trying to have a conversation, and I'm getting messages. Bzz, 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 bzz. My phone is just buzzing off the hook from people like, hey, Matt, the dialer isn't working. Hey, Matt, we're not sending any text right now. Hey, Matt, our phone numbers, we're sitting on avail time for 4 minutes. Hey, Matt, all this stuff, I can't get to it because I'm at an appointment. That's what makes the money for the business. And then next thing you know, I'm in appointments, and then my VAs can't do their job. I'm paying them hourly, and they can't do what they need to do, and I can't get to the tools fast enough, right? So that made the lead flow go like this, right? And when the lead flow is like that, then my business is like this, right? Up and down, up and down. Who can relate to getting some leads and then not getting anything, and then getting some leads and then not getting anything, which means maybe you get some deals, maybe you get some home appointments, and then you spend days without any appointments. Who can relate to that? If you're on Instagram, can you guys relate to that? Can I get a hell yeah? If you're on YouTube right now and you're watching, can I get a hell yeah if you can relate to that? Okay. So admin in this business, tracking your leads, tracking the things that matter in your business. Like, you got to realize that I told you guys to write down those 5 things that don't serve you. What is the one thing that you're really great at, and how can you spend more time focusing on it? So typically in a real estate business, if you're still doing this admin work on the front end, which is managing the tools, there's a lot more that goes on to, but just getting started, this is a great place for you guys to start. This is the one thing you should focus on. When it comes to admin, and I'm running my business virtually, the tool management is crucial. Okay. It takes you away from doing your, I can almost guarantee if you're a business owner, you should not be spending time monitoring your tools. Okay. So what I did, and I highly recommend you guys doing, is implementing what I call a systems manager when it makes sense. If you haven't got any deals yet, this does not make sense. You are the system manager until you can get some deals, until you can get some revenue in your business. Do not hire a systems manager if you haven't closed any deals yet. But as you build this thing out, this is the hire that is crucial. I call them a systems manager, and they do exactly that. They manage the system. I use a tool called Lucid Chart. And on Lucid Chart, I'm like, okay, systems manager, this is one of the things you're responsible for. Call tools, which is our dialer. This is the things I care about in call tools. I want you to monitor the availability, the avail time. I want you to monitor the post call time. I want you to monitor our phone numbers. Okay. And again, guys, I won't go into too crazy details. You can go back and watch that episode. Again, it's Crucial Tools Part 3 on my Unstuck Your Business series. You can go to my YouTube channel and find it about how we set up our dialer. That is one of the main tasks I have my systems manager do as admin. Okay. It doesn't serve me, but it is crucial for the business, but it doesn't serve me, doesn't put me in the position of doing the things that I need to do. Just because that it doesn't serve me doesn't mean that it doesn't need to get done. It absolutely has to get done, but you need to make sure that it is not you getting it done. You find someone that can help you, but admin purposes, managing your tools is crucial. And if you're just doing cold calling, monitoring that dialer will be the make or break for your business. Okay, you got good people. Maybe you've hired a VA now. Maybe you haven't, but your VA can't do their job. You can't do your job if it's not set up properly. Okay, so go back and watch that video for admin. This is where you start. Okay, making sure the dialer, making sure the tools is set up properly. Cool. So that's your guys' action item today. If you haven't watched the video, go watch it. If you have already, double check your systems, double check your dialer to make sure your avail time and your post call time is being monitored around the clock, right? Whenever your VA is in, if you have a VA, hopefully you do up to this point. If you're trying to build your business, you have a VA. If it's you, that's okay too. But make sure that stuff is being monitored. If it isn't, then you know where you need to start. Okay. 3.5 minutes on the available time, 45 seconds on the post call time. Okay. That is an admin task. That is a systems manager job. If you're at Start Virtual, that is not your CSM's job. That is someone you want to hire to do admin stuff. A great tip here is if you have a person doing SMS for you. So if you have a VA that's sending out SMS messages and prospecting to get leads for you, they can also help you with your tools. So that's a great hybrid. I would not recommend having a cold caller also doing admin, because your cold caller should be dialing, right? That's how they're going to prospect and get leads. But a lot of times, no matter how many texts you send, you can send a lot of texts, and that SMS agent, the SMS VA, will have enough time to have another window open to monitor the tools, right? To make sure the dialer is working properly. So if you have two VAs, that would be my tip for you. If you have an SMS specific VA, have them work on admin. But if you have a cold caller, just have them cold call. Okay. That is how you effectively do this. So admin week, there are so many more levels to this. We'll talk about the profit first system. We'll talk about managing the money and the finances and doing payroll. We'll talk about all sorts of things. But delegating one of those 5 things, I guarantee one of those 5 things you're doing in your business right now for your real estate business is not serving you, is making sure your tools are being monitored. And if you didn't write down one of those 5 things, you're probably doing it and you're like, oh, this has to be done. And I think this is a high level task, but it's not a high level task. I promise you. It can be delegated, and it should be delegated as soon as possible. So that's your action item today, guys. Make sure that stuff is getting done. If you got some value from this video, thank you guys on Instagram for participating, hitting me with the peace signs and the hell yes and stuff. If you guys got some value from the day, please like this video, please share it. And as always, if you haven't yet, head over to the YouTube channel where this is day number 20. So we're going to be doing another 10 days. Next week starts our Build Your Business from Scratch for all the Sub-2 community. I'm excited. There's like 1,200 people registered for that. If you did not get in and you're not in the Sub-2 community, it is totally okay. I promise you, we'll be packaging it up. We'll be creating a course from the information we're going to be doing over the next 3 weeks. It's 3 hours a day, but it's going to be super cool. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. That starts next Monday. But we will, of course, still be doing the Virtual REI Rundown. What we're going to be talking about from that Build Your Business from Scratch is the same stuff I'm telling you guys here, but you're going to see me implement it, right? Sometimes folks just need to see it in action. So I'm excited to put it in action. I'm literally not telling you anything that I wouldn't do myself. And I'm going to show you that next week. So excited for that. If you guys got some video, again, if you haven't already, head over to your YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We go live there every single morning. I appreciate you all coming and hanging out with me on Facebook, on YouTube, and of course, Instagram. Thank you guys. If you have any questions for me, send me a DM on Instagram, MatthewBeard_, or you can shoot me an email, mattbeard@startvirtual.com. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.